My gamers, it is upon us. It is time. It is the day. The day where I pet my cat. I don't know what you expected. Cat. Cat. Is it also the day where I go have strong words with my ISP? Because my connection's exceptionally scuffed so far today. Uh-oh. Turned 26 today. Happy birthday, Mr. Adblock. Hope it's a good one. Happy birthday to one of the kindest people on this side and any side of the community, the interwebs, and the world. Thank you for all that you do, Mr. Adblock. Hope your day goes amazing. And I hope you get a good present for your birthday in the form of all today's juicy Wonderlands news. Chat, we got a ton of stuff. We got DLC3 is today. Patch is today. Community featured, you know, the meme one with all the mimics. That's today. Steam release for people who have been waiting. I know Linux users who want to play the game have had to wait for this. Steam release is today. Me drinking coffee, petting a cat, and doing video game math, that is also today.
She's just a girl and she's on fire. There you go, Quack.
Hey, Brucey.
Happy birthday to you, Adblock Quag Wicked.
Brucey, thank you for the birthday wishes for Mr. Adblock. Thank you for the Prime. Thank you for the 1 year with the 4-month streak. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's greet everyone. We got Jester, we got Roddy, we got Twist, New Mexiben, Brucey, Loading Screen, Corlath, the Brother Matt, Pico, Mason, Birthday Boy Mr. Adblock, Glass in My Ash, and a good season pass. Let's go. You get new content in that today. It's a beautiful thing. Hey Stump, how you doing? Nice radio voice. I read that in my head. Joey, Aaron, Pat, Priz. Have they buffed Cow Khan again? I don't know. Anything could happen, man. Urban Mech, Shag, Tenor, Sora, Shay, Mooface, Brain Farts. Hope they give us a little info on Black Collar today. That'd be nice. I'm expecting them to space it out over the next, like, what, month? But, yeah, that would be nice. Finally getting a crab raid boss. Crab? Crab boss is arriving? I don't know. Bees Knees, how you doing? Kittens Bomb, hope you're well. They're heading times 961 Iron comes an equipable spell today. You never know. You never know. The possibilities are endless, and you could even call them wonderful. Okay, so, until we get the notes, which we can assume will happen any point in the next 30 minutes to 2 hours, I'm going to be playing Barbara, aka No You, which is the latest build I've been messing around with. It's melee, inflammation, barbalode, contagion, deathless. That's word vomit. But I was working on it a little more after stream yesterday, and I did end up getting that Mace Wardu because apparently streamer luck persists for about an hour after you're no longer live. So I got a really good Mace Wardu, and it's funny. It's funny. So as soon as my ISP starts cooperating with me, I don't know why it's doing this. I know Cheese was having some issues last night, and he's not too far from me. I think it's like a regional thing. You got a Primordial? I did. Like I said, streamer luck persists for about an hour. Morning, good luck, have fun. Thanks, leg of the table. Mahoney, good to see you. Have a great day. Same to you as well. Good to see you. Hey Daniel, hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. I'm super hyped for today. Would Twin Soul be better for this? No. Reason being, Executioner's Blade bases its damage off of your melee weapon. The base damage of your melee weapon. So like, this is much higher than Twin Soul. Yes, Cat, I agree. That is a good observation. Yeah, we got Mace Wardu. Reflect Adaptive. And Mace Wardu's capacity is kind of crazy. I agree, Jake. That is a good observation. Morning, Mozilla. How are you doing? Dex, good to see you. Doc, hope you're well. Also nervous because tomorrow I have a job interview for the job I want. You're gonna crush it, Sora. I believe. I believe in you. You got it. Yeah, hopefully ISP doesn't give me too many hiccups today. I hope I don't end up having to like restart stream, because I did when I first started stream. I had to restart it like in the first 5 seconds because it was already fucked. So I don't know, today might be the day you guys get double donations for that community challenge. We'll see. Well, I see a lot of sentiments that people still don't think melee in this game's good, but like 4K? I think this game is sick. There's like 2 enemies in the whole game that you can't melee very effectively. Okay, check this out with Trust and Magic. Ready? Well, whole thing's melee isn't good. You'd be surprised, Moveface. Be surprised. Hey, Beef Squatch. What are your thoughts on the Counterfeit Shield? On using it in Spellbearer, and I kind of want to see it make it really cool. Love the animation as well. It's definitely good defensively. If you find yourself playing aggressive enough that your ward's breaking often, then it can absolutely take some of the heat off of you. I would say it probably has more value on setups where you're not able to heal very quickly, so you really need that backup. But yeah. That could definitely work. Cool. Hey Thermal, how you doing? So much for a nice boss and weapon, jeez. Be nice to me, I'm just a Vault Hunter. Oh, you got a con? Con with melee bolts is still useful, Thermal. Cat, what are you doing? Also, ISP, what are you doing? Update drop at 12 PM Eastern, usually around that window, Varashi. Sometimes a slight bit later, but yeah, that's usually when we can start expecting it. We usually get notes 1 to 2 hours before that. Hi fan, how you doing? Mainly use with the burst skill for getting close. Yeah. Unarmored defense on Berserker will make it easier for that to break and make it tankier overall. And the old ways will it's just a good skill. Tankiness and damage dealing. Yeah. It sounds solid. Monka ISP, come on. Yay, recognition. Is my under the stream? Mason, did you not listen to the 4 times I mentioned my ISP's giving me trouble today? It's possibly both, but there's something going on in my area, out of my control. Constantly, my provider's terrible. But it's particularly bad today. So I apologize for stream quality. It's probably gonna be touch and go. But it's a big day, so deal with it. Oh, bye, Death Rattler. Tis the day? Tis the day, Amber. Tis the day. How you doing? Also, run to Dragon Lord, just have anything to kill Bernadette. I have no armor, amulets heavy, I haven't found any cool guns yet. Yeah, Bernadette is like a sword explosion, liquid cooling kind of moment. Just like, gun that's good, that can be frost to shoot her with, basically. Got back for making food, my bad. No, you're all good. Morning, Worlds. How you doing? I don't like that bug. This isn't what I meant when I said be consistent. Connection. I didn't mean consistently awful. Like it here, said Scam. Hey, out of tamales. Thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I like it here too. I mean, I think that's still relevant, right? I do also like it here.
I like it here. Best Scam.
Thank you so much. Maybe intention going back to Outriders DLC? Yes, actually. I will probably stream that on launch day. Probably. But yeah, I do plan on playing World Slayer. Looking forward to it, actually. Got nothing but love for you, dude. Keep being amazing. Wish I could be here more often. Hey, I'm happy to have you when you can be, Beef. Happy to have you. A lot of people getting those points in. Love to see it. We could definitely try to run some predictions today. So, what do you guys think the community reception to the community featured is going to be? If any of you missed it, they had a voting process in the official Wonderlands Discord server for enemies, maps, and bosses for a featured run. And people got to vote. And, well, that's incoming. That's coming today. And, well, it's certainly interesting what people voted for. But we're getting what we as a community asked for the loudest. People are gonna hate it, so like voting IRL. True. Bitch and complain all week. Fucking probably. Mimics, 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 mimics. Hey, awesome. Told me they voted Drill and Salissa. I mean, I voted Drill. Drill 1. No way I can kill drill consistently in my DPS. Ain't there no way? Well, that's exactly why people should and did vote drill, because if you constantly kick that can down the road, you're never gonna learn how to deal with it. The community as a whole needs to learn. So, if you stick the boss in a meme run, where people can easily access it, then people are gonna have to learn. Think of it as training. Another week of Lachance doesn't accomplish anything. It's not fun, it's not interesting, doesn't teach you anything. He's just a Chad and he's on fire. Hey J-Bridge, thank you for the Prime and the 23 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. This is immolation, inflammation. What it do again? Basically, it applies a dot that is also a spell, so it can trigger spell things. And when an enemy affected by inflammation dies, they explode, a fire explosion. And enemies hit by that explosion get inflammation applied to them, and so on and so forth. So it's like
He's just
radiation.
a crag Chad and he's on fire.
So it's very much like radiation. Morning, Furholio. How you doing? As long as they don't fix the melee safe spot for drill, I'm happy. There's lots of ways to melee drill. Actually fighting the boss and trying to make stuff work teaches you lots of ways of dealing with that. The best way to melee drill is to stand in the water, or more accurately, bunny hop in the water. But you can do it. There's also 2 safe spots on land to hit him from, depending on what animation he's doing. And then you've got ranged melee options such as the Ghost Blade. I think they'll break Livewire instead of fixing it. I'm going in optimistic. We'll see, you know. We'll see. I had the pleasure of my first Mimic room this week and could clear it quite easily, so I'm hopeful for the featured. Yeah, the big thing is if it's... Some Mimics will roll immune to non-melee damage. In my experience, it's random which kind you get. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how that works out. Don't have a good vampire melee weapon? Fortifying Sigil. There you go. That's healing. People don't want solutions to hard bosses, they want specific solutions they've already thought of to hard bosses. That's well put, leg of the table. That's well put. I know how to kill drill, just not there yet on this companion build. I got 5 more tiers to climb. Hopefully you can take advantage of this ongoing crystal event. If Livewire becomes unusable with melee today, what would you use to replace it as melee stat stick? Well, one, I highly doubt Livewire would become unusable. It's one of those things that, mechanically, it's just so good that, like, even if they were to, say, gut the damage, for example, which I don't think they would do either, like, it still does things that the other stat sticks don't do. Like, I do not see a world in which Livewire becomes any less than at least good. But in terms of what you could replace it with, if you wanted to change it up, I use a Scalawag most of the time. You got the blade, you got the melee crossbolts. You could also use a Rapscallion. I don't think I have one on this save. You could also use a Rapscallion, which is doesn't have the crossbolts, but it has 40% melee. Morning, Paul. How you doing? Yo, ISP, you wanna, like, chill? There we go. I like the Shark Lesson Ring. Shark Lesson Ring is cool. It gives you a rotating bonus element on your melee swings, which is cool. Away from Dreadwind for bossing. Kind of bouncing between action skills. I still like Dreadwind, but there's a couple bosses where FTS does just make things a little bit easier. Because, you know, FTS gonna FTS. Mushroom Companion needs some work because the AI is terrible. I did warn people about this after years of playing Flak. I did do that. Hey Pupty, how you doing? Okay, so, the ward we switched to for this, Mace Wardu. Enemies who deal melee damage to the Fate Maker while warded take melee damage based on the Fate Maker's equipped melee weapon. Okay, keep that in mind. It's also got a sick capacity and we're very tanky. We're gonna be rude to Bark now. Hug me. Love me. Love me. Chad, I don't think Bark loves me. So, like, common sentiment is you can't melee Bark, but, like, what if you could, though? Like, you can just give him a hug. Give him a big ol' hug. Stand inside his hitbox. Come on. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Proud of you. Just take the hits, you know? I don't need to dodge. Really don't. Cool, we killed him with Mace Wardu. Morning, Jenga. Hide for today for sure. Had to get shield that high, it's crazy. I got a Deathless, I got a ward with a very good base capacity, I got a bunch of HP increases, and I took a Trust in Magic curse. Said it before, I'll say it again. Bark looks awesome when inflicted with dot effects. True. Very true. Assault Battery be better for this build? Yes and no. So, like, the Dagger Storm from Salt and Battery is pretty good. But something important to keep in mind. Executioner's Blade bases its base damage off of your melee weapon, as does Dreadwind. Banshee has a base damage at Volatile of 1900. At Primordial, this can get up to 2100. Salt and Battery at Volatile is like 700. Now, Salt and Battery has that extra crit, which is cool, but it's also got less crit chance, less base damage, and is lower on the consistency end. 800-ish. Thank you, Earthshock. Stop playing with Dire Sacrifice because it's got me killed too often. Much easier, just popping Reaper bones. Reaper makes you pretty tanky, yeah. Morning, Mr. Black Eye. How you doing? Booth, hope you're well. But yeah, you can get real tanky with Deathless today. Got a ×2 Primordial Gluttony with no Dagger Storm modders. No Dagger Storm mod? Was this a vendor slot 2 moment, Urban Mech? Also, hi, Cat. No Dagger Storm. Also, hello, bitrate. We got Trick Mirror in this vendor for another 2 hours. So make sure to keep an eye out if you're running features right now. Came from Bunnies. And it didn't have the Dagger Storm when you threw it? I know you said no Dagger Storm mod, but humor me. One's just like a Vortex Hole after throwing, the other's Dagger Storm. Interesting, I thought it was always Dagger Storm. That's cool. Morning, Hazmat Man. How you doing? How goes it today? Goes okay. I'm having some connection problems, but I think it's a thing in my area. It's not enough to dampen my good spirits. We got a lot of Wonderlands news and events and happenstances today, and looking forward to all that. In case you joined since I gave my intro spiel, we got DLC3 today, we've got a patch today, we've got the Steam release of the game today, we've got community featured run of all Mimics and Drill, Omega fucking lol, today. Looking forward to it. Lots of cool stuff. Do Firo trucks the same thing as Torque sticky descriptions, or they'll just not show on the card? Yeah, depending on how much stuff you have going on the card, Stuff Fever, yeah. Yo, Ramen. 20 months. Thank you for the 20 months. 20 already. Love you, man. Love you too, buddy. It's good to see you. Hope things have been treating you well. Hoping today's festivities fix Shift on PS4. I've been able to play with any of my friends all week. Yeah, hopefully. Shift has been a bit of a bumpy ride in this game's life cycle. No other way to put it. It's been, even since the first day, iffy. So hopefully they have some time to make that experience a little bit better for us. Barbaload, Berserker Power, Volatile, no element.
She's on fire.
That's so frustrating. I hate that so much.
Quag sad 20 already? Love you man less than 3.
Thank you again, Ramen. Universal Soldier, status damage, all damage, gun, stabbo. Like, that's good. I'll take that. It's not for this build, but like, that's just good. Okay, cool. Let's do another one. More raid bosses next time. Got that last night. I was losing my mind. It's not a glitch. What? The gluttony thing? It might just have a part combination that I've been unlucky enough to never get. Yeah. I've not looked into that scientifically, so I believe it. Can you explain the Mace Wardu? I have a good one, never use it. Maybe try it? Sure, Grasshopper. So what the Mace Wardu does is when you get meleeed, that enemy takes an instance of damage that is based off of your equipped melee weapon. So this will take the base damage of your melee weapon, it will take the element of your melee weapon, it will take the crit stats of your melee weapon. All of that if an enemy melees you while you have some amount of blue in your bar. And this can trigger on melee effects such as Alchemical Agent and Nimble Fingers. So it's really funny, because with a Deathless, I always have capacity if I'm on my feet. It's a great roll. Yeah, streamer luck persisted after I stopped streaming yesterday. I kept playing for like an hour or two, and I got that in the first hour. It was pretty good. So Spike Shield does melee damage? Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. No, basically no info on them. How do you feel about the theme of the 7th class? I have no real opinion, honestly. Like, I just want it to have some meaningfully different mechanics. I want it to play differently than other classes we have. That is my only stipulation. To the point where I don't even care if it's good. Like, I don't even care if it's good. It could be a balanced tragedy when it drops. I would not mind. Because, 1, they can iron that out. And 2, I just want it to be different. I want it to be unique. Forgot to change my actions, go back. I like running Ghostblade for the first room when I want to do bunny, so let's just do that. Down here. Hope they don't fall into the normal elemental character class trap, i.e. giving it dot damage, giving it elemental damage, maybe some fire rate and useless skills. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they don't. There's been instances of quote-unquote elemental character that have been well-received that ended up playing meaningfully different. For example, Athena in TPS had some cool elemental character stuff that has not been replicated since. Hey, Stone Swan, how you doing? Morning, Steve. Hope you're well. All the skeletons around, wonder if a necromancer types with the new classes, raising dead spirits, etc. Well, they've told us it's poison and summoning spirits. Graveborn is literally the necromancer thing, Grasshopper. It's already in the game. Morning, Con Man. How you doing? I love the fire explosions on this. It's so addictive. That was a fast room clear, holy. Sounds more like the actual Druid of Sporans, the Ranger, Druid Shaman, that stuff, yeah. Or like a Witch Doctor, yeah, that vibe too. colony shrooms. You love to see these. They give so much room progression. I want to see, next time we get a community featured, everyone vote colony shrooms. Like, if that's an option, just vote colony shrooms. It's gonna be hilarious. Because it takes 2 of those to complete a room. 2 colony shrooms for an entire room. Imagine if we had a Chaos Chamber run where every single room was colony shrooms. You'd get meme clear times of like, hey, I got a 1-minute run. It'd be so funny. Fire explosions are coming from inflammation? Correct. Any enemy that dies under the influence of inflammation, whether it dies from inflammation or something else, causes that fire explosion. Then anything that gets hit by that fire explosion causes another fire explosion. Like that. I'll call me Shrooms, Pigwort, and Dragonlord. No. Stop it. Sounds like radiation but fire. Yeah, good comparison. And Adballer, how you doing? Prepping for Mimic Mania, I see. How's you today? Doing okay, Rohith. A little bit annoyed at my internet service provider today being extra shit. But we survive and we thrive it. We're doing our best. Make it a shroom run with Colony Shroom, Mike, and Parasite. Yes, I support this. Liked Radiation? I think Radiation was well received by most players. I think that'd be fair to say. Good sound design, good gameplay niche. Creative. Of all the days, huh? You know how it is. When it rains, it pours. Radiation was fun, if a bit too strong. I don't think it's a bit too strong at all. Radiation was the weakest element versus armor, and it was weaker against wards, or weaker against shields, excuse me, of Borderlands terms. Weaker against shields than shock. So, like, it had its own usage and things you could build around it, but I don't think it was too strong at all. Like, could you name me a situation where radiation was too strong? Explosions specifically? The explosions are based off of how much damage you do, Amber. If you don't do good damage, the explosions don't hit hard. Still require a damage formula like everything else. Arguably more damage formula. Because you needed status damage, you needed radiation damage, splash radius, and you needed the thing you were applying a rad dot with to actually be strong. Talk about the barb load you got in the element. Is that normal? For whatever reason, barb load is given the ability to roll with a part that does not give it the elemental bonus. It's seemingly intended. Which, I don't love that decision, but Urad was easily my favorite thing in BL3. Urad was so cool. Been away for some time. Glad inflammation is not just a meme. Yeah, Chrome. It's working out great. It's working out great. Hey Vinny, what's up my G? We excited for patch? Absolutely. It's a big day. We got lots of news. We got patch, we got community featured, we got DLC3, and we've got the Steam release of the game, all today. It's a big day. Much excite. Hopefully we get some cool balancing, some cool bug fixes, quality of life, that kind of stuff. It'll all make me very happy. Hey Fleece, how you doing? Sorry it's been a while. How you doing? What have you been up to? Farm tour today? Nothing to be sorry about. It's good to see you. We're just, this is the waiting room for the patch. We're waiting for patch notes and all the good stuff that'll come later today. I'm just casually doing some runs on this build, trying to get good, as it were. I got an upgrade off-stream yesterday. I got a good maced Wardu, and I think I prefer that to the Trick Mirror so far. So that's been going well. Hey, Sybil, how you doing? Notes up already? Would make sense if they ain't. Usually they go up between 1 to 2 hours before the actual patch. So they could be up now, they could be up in 40 minutes. I haven't checked. I have not checked. Only just got into a Borderlands series, so get it when it drops on Steam. If I could offer you one piece of unsolicited advice, think of it as not Borderlands. It does a lot for your perception, does a lot for your expectations. Think of it as a cousin. So, like, you know how, if you're familiar with From Software games, you know how Sekiro players don't expect Dark Souls stuff, despite the fact that they're same core gameplay if you boil it down enough? Think of it that way. And it does a lot for your perception of the game. Personally, as someone who I put over 6,300 hours, in fact, I crunched the exact number, 6,355 hours in Borderlands 3. This game is similar but different enough, and I love it. I broke 1,000 hours for this game already. It's been out for 3 months. This game's sick. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you can grab it. I think with the Steam drop, it is at a sale price. I remember reading something about that. Like, that's cool. My bro, I'm glad. The announcement for new Team Ninja game? No. Hey Roddy, thank you for the Prime.
She's just a girl and she's on fire. There you go, Quack.
Saw the words, quadchad, instead of the emote in my last message, so had to quag check my sub, and sure enough it ran out today. Quag chad quag chad quag chad.
Thank you for re-upping, Roddy. Thank you for the Prime. Thank you for the 3 months, and enjoy your quag chat. The best emote this side of Twitch. Fucking love that emote. Get some quag chads in the chat. Any quag chat enjoyers? Hope for a chaos increase. If you don't mind me asking, Chrome, why? Now, I'm not necessarily opposed. I'm just collecting feedback, you know? I just like to know the thought process. I haven't decided whether I want or don't want a chaos cap, honestly. I have no idea. Bigger number? Ah, so nothing logical, just big number. Okay. That's cool too. Hope new mob types, that'd be nice. Variety is always the spice. Hey Kirk, how you doing? Do I have ammo? Am I good? Yeah, I'm good. Hey Shiner, how you doing? Is your main game right now? Yes. I have not streamed anything else since Wonderlands came out. I've played more things off stream, but I've not streamed anything else. I think I'll break that streak with World Slayer release for Outriders. But yeah, this is my main game. Couldn't see that he was doing that attack through all of my attacks. Awkward. Starrider's a good game? Yes, I think so. Hey, Vinny, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate that. Thank you. The support means a lot. I hope you enjoy the emotes, ad reviewing, all the good stuff. Thank you so much. And I think I missed one in there. Leg of the table, thank you for the Prime as well, for the 4 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, Noop Doggy Dog. I just started playing Outriders, didn't like it at first. Lack of jump would bother me, but man, it's so fun now. I got over that. Lack of jump feels a little weird, but the class I've played the most in that game is Devastator, so like you have a jump to enemies option. Trickster has a jump to enemies option as well. So like you can kind of do that at least. Is that Barbeload? Yes. Sound guy, first time in here, you welcome me. I always try to interact with everyone in the chat, but thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Like cast increase, I have something extra to do and increase difficulties and try to farm new gear. Are you running curses in your Chaos Chamber runs, Mason? Because there's lots of ways to increase difficulty already. Like, if I was to do all curses, all elites, hardest curses, I'd be having a rough time. It's legitimately very difficult. One of them had a great release IMO, just a vocal feud, same complaints they always have, it isn't BL2. Yeah. One that's picked up a lot of steam lately. Ha, funny, Steam release today. Is people complaining that things from Borderlands aren't in the game not named Borderlands, that they constantly tell us is not intended to be Borderlands. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Saw some of that on social media today. Hey, Control, how you doing? Okay, this sandstorm on this build is actually hilarious. Look at this shit. Ready? Yo, social media. I feel the same, but unfortunately, this whole content creation thing, I gotta dip my toe in more often than I like. It's cost of doing business, literally. We still pay? There we go. It's quickest build to play? Depends. There's a couple very, very powerful things right now. A common thing is to do melee builds with the Livewire SMG, which we are expecting changes to today, but I expect it'll still be viable, honestly. And very strong. We'll have to wait and see. A lot of people like throwing Fury or Pixies. I personally don't find those interesting, because while they do clear very, very fast, and you see some big damage numbers, the proportion of actual gameplay you're doing is super low. You're just hitting your reload button and then just, like, waiting for the game to play itself. I don't find that fun. And it doesn't let you get the experience of getting all the good stuff out of the game. All the build variety and stuff, you know? Oh, another way you could dodge Bark's hand swipe attack. It's literally just straight. Bark is so easy to dodge once you, like, practice. I really want to fight 3 Barks at once. Like, that's my dream for this game. Another essay question, you think it'd be a good idea if more items shared the damage value of the Banshee, just had different secondary effects when projectiles the Banshee, this would be great for room clear, while another one kept a different effect without sacrificing damage each additional melee hit. So you're saying just plop the Banshee's legendary effect on other items, but there's other items that do similar things already, also. Salt and Battery creates a Dagger Storm that can do damage over range. Ragnarok literally shoots melee projectiles, Fatebreaker shoots projectiles. Metal Loot creates a projectile on impact. Like, there's already multiple things that do that. I think it's good that you can't really one-shot a boss right now. You can, though. I'm just not playing setups that are boring. I'm playing more interesting things. The base damage value. Purple Greatswords have that high base damage value. In terms of other things that come close, Frying Pan is the next highest base, I believe. With good stats. Let's try to get some pants. When modding starts, you'll be able to fight 3 Barks? I hope so. 3 Barks at once would be amazing. Yeah, you can do a lot of crazy stuff with builds in this game video. If you can think of it, you can probably do it. Like one-shotting bosses? Yeah. Melee only? Yeah. No guns equipped? Yeah. Spells only? Yeah. No skill points? Yeah. No gear? Yeah. You can do all of it. Can't one-shot Drogus rule of 3, bitches. Point taken. Need a prescription from Dr. CZ. I have a feeling Chaos Cap come with Steam release, just hunch. If it doesn't, we have the DLC, so, like, yeah, either way, we're gonna have a lot more stuff to do today. Eagerly awaiting that info. Anyone check notes, see if they're up yet? It'd probably be either, like, nowish or in half an hour, if I had to guess. Come on, connection, you can do it. It's okay, we're good. We stabilized at 600 bitrate. It's trying so hard to disconnect. Check, still no notes. Oh, bitches. Can't stand it here. Get their release right now, I want to spend my Steam credit. That's a rabbit hole you could go down. Like, they release stuff at a scheduled time and date and when it's ready. Like, it's just scheduled for a more convenient time. Keep in mind, if you're US West, it's still, like, early in the morning right now. So, assume, you know, business hours for this kind of thing. Probably around 11-ish. Yeah, that's my guess. Was that salt and battery? Vampire. I'll take it. It's not elemental. I can't get good elemental salt batteries. It's crazy. Still 7:30 a.m. there? Yeah. Sneezes. Sneezes. They allow DLC2 stuff to drop in loot room after you complete DLC2's fourth form, Chrome. Thank you, Friolio. So, interesting observation there. Chrome, you've been away for a bit, and a couple of the messages you've provided, this is not an attack, by the way, just an observation. A couple of messages you've been providing are about, hey, more things to do. But you haven't done the things that are here. You notice that? I'm just saying. It's a common thing. Literally never got an elemental assault and battery. It's like DLC3 Lightspeed for me. Got like 15 non-elemental lightspeeds in a row. Lightspeed farming was very rude to me. I was trying to farm a corrosive one for a while, and you guys know me. I lived in GTD for like a long time. And the amount that I passed up, it was probably the game punishing me for not picking up loot. But like, as soon as I wanted one, because I actively needed one for a new build, it was like, hey, no. Good times. That was a fast room. Sad energy with work. Nah, I feel you, Chrome. I feel you. Just providing some perspective. There's enough to do in this game that I still have things I haven't done, and I've broken 1,000 hours in 3 months. Because I do unhealthy things. Oh, I didn't hit the thing. Hey, Chamberghini. How you doing? Kevin. Nah, he's knocked out. He's passed the fuck out. Still don't have a gun damage Sharks, man. I feel it, T-Dog. It's real rough out here. It's real rough out here. Going for a specific part at anything. I love how smooth this gameplay loop's become. A lot of practice to get it that way, but it feels good. Character limit. You can break it up into multiple messages also. You don't have to put all of your chat activity for the week in 2 messages. It's okay. I do want to see what you have to say. Hey, JC. Just got done with presentation for work. Started asking if it's covered. Any news yet today? No news yet. No specific things. We know what the news today is gonna be. We got DLC3, we got patch, we got Steam release, we got community features. That is all today. In terms of specifics, like in terms of notes and stuff, that's still TBA. Still waiting for that. Big sad being out of town. Can't play till Sunday. It's okay. It'll still be there. I've got so many things I am neglecting. I'm trying to at least get my foot in the door learning Monster Hunter Rise, so I'm not completely lost when Sunbreak drops, because I want to play that. But then I also need to de-rust Outriders, because I want to play World Slayer. Then we got all this crazy news for this game, and then my show backlog is, like, insane. I still am an episode behind on Ms. Marvel, still need to watch Umbrella Academy, still need to watch The Boys. There's a lot. There's a lot happening. Walrus pasta? Alright, end of the run. End of the run. Spell shots forward, a good combo. There are no bad multi-class combos. Some of them are going to be situational for what you would want to do with them. But short answer, yeah, they're all good. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend, say, a Clawbringer Berserker for spellcasting. That wouldn't be a combo. I would take that kind of build in. So some class combinations are better at certain things than others, but yeah, they're all good. Quag Chad Walrus pasta in particular. Did I save the Chad version? I'll have to look. Oh yeah, I don't even know why I'm bothering with that bonus objective. I have no attention span. I already loved that one. It's okay. I got distracted by big fire explosions, chat. I'm a simple man. Hey Sinju, how you doing? You watch Better Call Saul? I've not yet. I have not. I haven't if you didn't? Okay, yeah, I'll probably need you to post that when it's time. That was pretty good damage, actually. We were beating through that healing. I like how Inflammation itself is doing, like, an acceptable amount of damage here. I'm mostly using it to trigger other things, like Contagion and Executioner's Blade, but it is doing an amount of damage. So, that's nice. I will hit this. So, you guys have any expectations for today? Any hopes? Any desires? Okay, you know the build's tanky when you get hit by a barrel and don't die. Nice. The old down me and teleport away trick. Love it. I'm probably gonna fail this bonus, but let's try. Oh yeah, you want to see a funny? That purple stuff bypasses wards, and we only have 1 health. Mainly the joy of discovery. Yeah, I just want new fun shit, UI bug fixes. That'd be nice. New character, which means less build diversity. I'm confused. Are you memeing? I think you're memeing. Probably with some context. That's obscene, Kite Highland. You should be ashamed. But I was trying to propose would be a complete side grade of the Banshee for purposes of melee weapon, massive base card damage, purple great swords, direct downgrade because it lacks legendary effects entirely. It's not a direct downgrade though because you don't get items on demand, and also there are large portions of time where hilt mods don't do anything. So like, right here, right now, there is 0 mechanical difference between a Banshee and a purple. During this, nothing. So I don't really agree with that. But in terms of there being side grades and other use cases for Banshee, you're acting like Banshee is the only melee weapon that gets used in this game. It's legitimately not even like meta. Banshee is one of the more popular ones, and it's got some situations where it is the choice because of its base damage while also having other effects. But like, there's other weapons to use. Like, that situation already exists. For example, if you're doing a melee build where you are trying to swing your weapon to kill things with specifically your weapon swing, Goblin Pickaxe, Twin Soul, Salt and Battery are all more popular and more effective than the Banshee. If you are doing utility stuff, then Peg Leg and Twin Soul are both more popular and more effective than the Banshee. Okay, come on, ISP. That's ridiculous. Give me frames back. Thank you. I want like a lot of new armor mods. A new armor would be cool. Team Snake Stick. I absolutely love the Snake Stick. Snake Stick's my favorite. We'll play some Ghostblade in the next run, actually.